Oh god, it's live, and it didn't give me any options to actually change anything, so let me go and do that manually. Alright, hold on. YouTube Studio. Am I live right now? It says I'm live right now. I don't know if I believe it or not. Aha! I am live, and it's lying to all of you that it's Elden Ring. It's not Elden Ring. Let me check OBS. Is anybody here yet? I can't see it. I don't have my own stream up. Okay, I might be an idiot. Aha, here we go. Perfect. 0 views right now. Excellent. I'm gonna wait for people to show up before I start doing things. Boop, boop, boop. This. Damn it, that file is bigger. Damn it. Okay, hold on. Hold on, my thumbnail is too big. This sucks. I'm stressing. I don't think anyone's even watching yet, so that's more than okay right now. 0 views, that's still good. I hope there's no one actually viewing this right now, because this is a lot of me being a dumbass right now, and I need to fix it. It's not done yet. Okay. I'll export it as a JPEG because that's a smaller image size. And then I can actually change my thumbnail to the right thing. Boom. Save. Done. Awesome. It's loading. Oh, I do have viewers. I have people talking. I can't see it yet. Alright, hold on, guys. Give me just a second. I'll respond to you once I'm done being blind. Okay, close Photoshop. Don't need that anymore. It's good. I'm gonna have to pull up my own stream. Awesome. Alright, I can see you guys. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello, hello. Can you guys actually hear me? I think you can hear me. Let me know if the stream stuff is alright. As in audio, visuals, all that kind of stuff. How are we doing? How do I pull up my own chat? Okay, awesome. How do I pull up my own chat in OBS? No one explained this to me before I did it. I'm just winging it right now. Alright, never mind. I'll just watch my own stream. That's fine. I'll contribute to my own numbers. Everything's fine. Awesome. Well, welcome, everyone. I know this is not Victoria 3, as you're all accustomed to, but also you're not accustomed to me streaming, so, like, you know, what are you gonna do about it? Favorite Vic 3 cheeser. I am. That is me. But I'm not playing Victoria 3 today because I don't want to. I'm a little bit bored of that game right now. I need something something a little bit different that can get the brain flowing, which is why I've picked this game. This is Besiege. Do any of you know what Besiege is? I'm very curious if I'm like the only person that's ever seen this game before. If you don't know, this is okay, hold on. I may have done a little bit of off-camera building. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so played it a while ago. Yeah, it's on Steam sale right now for like $1.50. Essentially, this is a game that lets you build your own siege equipment. You know, little, you know, CK3 people are gonna know what siege engines are, and I'm just gonna play through it. And also, if you ever wanna, you know, give me your own ideas of what to build, just go and throw it in the chat, and I'll try to work with it. But I gotta destroy this little house, I guess. Game gets a lot harder as it goes along, but really I just want to use this as an opportunity to test out live streaming because, well, quite frankly, I kind of just need to as a form of furthering my career, if that happens. Summer Sale goes crazy with the prices. Yes, it does. It's actually insane. Though this game is, like, super, super old. Build a giant hamster. How the fuck do I even go about doing that? Well, since you're the first person to actually give an option, I'll try, man. I will attempt to do such a thing. I might need a hamster image reference thing. Hold on, let me pull that up on my other monitor. Hamster. Alright. I'm looking at the key features of this little guy right now, and that is, there's not a lot to work with. No, I'm kidding. I'll do it. Okay, you think that you can just say something and I won't try to do it? I will absolutely do it. Alright, but I don't actually want to do that. If you're just kidding, fine, we won't. Alright, what do I want to do this? I gotta do something fun to break it. I can use a little cannon, I guess. Will this work? What even is the button to, like, shoot the damn thing once I actually have it down? How do I look at the info? That's not it. Click spread... Oh. I think I copied it. That's, not gonna work. Okay, it told me to actually add a damn, wheel. Balls, not cannonballs. I mean, what really is the difference between the two, if you really think about it? If it goes in the cannon, it's a cannonball, right? Alright, I gotta remember to relearn this game, so, for right now, I'm throwing down just the normal-ass wheels, and... I'm a mechanical genius. Damn, I'm smart. Alright, next zone. Human skull cannonball. Yes, absolutely. Alright, I gotta ramp up this one. Running through all of this. X to erase. Yes, I'm very aware. Click to undo. Click to redo. All makes sense. Destroy that. I could just give it bigger wheels. Oh, I have an idea. Hit me with your ideas, gentlemen, and I will make them into a reality. This is how this is gonna work. Until then, though, big pushing stick will engage. Boom. Now, will this work just as is? No, I'm getting cock blocked. Awesome. All the little gizmos and mechanics of this game. There's a ton of stuff. Gender changed by the funny Victoria man. I mean, you know, you can, they like to say you can pick your own gender, but nah, it's just me. I assign it. Assigned by Toby at birth. That's how we fucking roll, apparently. Use springs, like 1,000 of them? Bet. Alright, hold on, I gotta find the springs. Is this a spring? That's a suspension. Piston. I know these are here somewhere, I think. Pretty sure. Wait, it is probably the suspension. Alright, what can I do with this guy? Move you up. Experiment. I mean, a suspension is close to a spring. It pretty much is. Make a TNT cannon from Minecraft. I can do both of those things. Whatever happened to the face cam? I'm going to bring it back eventually. I'm supposed to go get a haircut tomorrow, so I'm waiting till, after that, I guess, to actually do it, because my hair's kind of an absolute wreck right now. That's an intersection. What happens if I just let this go? Okay, no, that's not the spring. Where is my spring? Do I have a spring? I have a spinning block. I have a slider, a piston. I don't think any of these classify as a spring. I'll make this work into something. Must I... No, there's a way to, like, actually get into these things and, like, mess with them a little bit. Nope, that was the delete button. Redo that. Where's my, key mapper? Aha! Here we go. This little gizmo right here is awesome. Alright. Spring extra. What does that do? Okay, it just tightens it, so maybe I need to untighten it. Okay, kinda. That's kinda working. Mention of a face reveal just after I was watching Get Mad at Aka. Oh yeah, I do remember that. That was a while ago. Yeah, okay. So basically what happened with the actual face cam, if you really want to know, it was a speed decision. So basically what I wanted to do was make videos faster, and the problem was the face cam, I liked it. It wasn't really adding much to the videos because a lot of the Victoria 3 stuff I was doing was purely based off of, you know, whatever cool thing I could do in the game. And, you know, to be honest, the only reason I had a face cam in the first place was because I was mimicking Ludi and Lathe. And at the time it was kind of working, but I figured out I could just make videos way faster if I didn't have to worry about it. So that's what I did. And now I'm kind of getting to the point where I probably want to bring it back. So yeah, look forward to that soon-ish. I keep saying I'm going to do things like really, really soon, and then I never actually like get around to doing it because, well, quite frankly, I'm very, very bad at keeping up with things. So yeah, this is a me problem. I've just not been paying attention to this build at all. Okay, you go here. I'm supposed to use springs somehow to take this guy down, and I think I can do it. I think I make a little hopping robot. This is the idea I've come up with. So if I can run, let me get a baseline here, something here, and then I can use the steering block? Yes, the steering block. I can run this just like this. Maybe use the suspensions like such. You've been watching since the Egypt video 2 years ago? That was, yeah, that was my very first video, that Egypt video. At least for Victoria 3. I've had other little, like, YouTube projects on in the past, and, needless to say, those have not been super great. Alright, well, I don't know what this is doing, but we can work with that. So if I reverse... Is there a reverse button? I can change the directions of these somehow. What is my hotkey? I gotta look at the hotkeys. Hold on. Mirror blocks. No. Symmetry. Symmetry. Settings. Options. I can activate God mode. That would be cheating. Info, that's not it. Settings, options, where the hell is my keybinds? You know what, we're just gonna spam things until something works. F. Alright, that was quick. That worked immediately. Okay. So, I can... Huh. That's a cool feature, I guess. Alright, that is not it. So, instead of that, I can get rid of these, and then move the whole thing up, come down a bit. I can add a piston on this, actually, that'll shoot up at the same time, and if I use the suspension on it there, I can make it like a little springy jump boy. I just gotta figure out what the buttons to operate the piston is. Is it... Okay, hold on. Let me just look at it. Let me look at it directly. What is the button? That's the steering block. H. H for piston. Okay. That's intuitive, I guess. Eh. Okay, now my steering block doesn't work. Damn, this is hard. Alright, I gotta keep up with chat. I gotta be a good streamer. Alright. Channel, that was the first video I saw. Yeah, the Egypt video, that was super long ago, and honestly, it does not hold up. Those the method in that video kind of sucks now. World Conqueror is stuck with a windmill. Yeah, we're working on it. I have... I mean, I could get this done with pretty much immediately if I just chucked a little, you know, little gun on top. I think I've got it in my sights there. I don't want to do that yet, though. I want to make the funny spring robot work. This isn't Victoria 3. You're right! It is not Victoria 3. Look, I'm gonna be honest. if I want to advance my career in the realm of YouTube, I need to branch out from Victoria 3 and do other things, other cool things. And this is like a, you know, just a little... This is a little test to see if I can... Well, honestly, this is just to get comfortable with streaming because it's still a little bit stressful to have people watching you live. There's a certain kind of safety behind making these really structured YouTube videos that you can just throw out, put out there, cut out anything that you need to cut out, where, you know, live streaming is like, yeah, you know, we're basically the equivalent of hanging out with somebody, and, you know, that's, it's a different dynamic altogether. Okay. So, steering block. Right, left. Okay. This works. And then I can... Okay, the H is working. I need this little piston to be more powerful and more fast. We're just gonna do that with all of these. Boop, boop, boop. All the way over to the right. Alright, now let's try this guy. So, we can angle. H. Alright. This is also not working, but I think if I simply grab... Do I have like a box control? Yes, okay. I can do this, take all of these down, grab all of these pistons. I assume D is duplicate? No, Shift D? Nope, Control D? I think that worked. Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright, it can kind of jump now. We are making progress. Here we go. Oh! Forward! I'm an engineering genius. Maybe not. Hold on. That counts, right? Ah, that's stupid as hell. I'm taking that as a win. Alright, we're moving on to the next one. Not parasocial streamer. Alright. Do it the other way around. Point the cannon downward and fly. Ooh, I do like that idea. Mission failed successfully. Yes, absolutely. What am I supposed to destroy? The carts and all that? I think? Alright, I want to restart. I want to make a new machine. I like the idea of flying with the cannon, so we're gonna run with that. You. Down, 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 down. What is the activation for this? Is it C? C for cannon. I like it. Alright, we can work with this. Holy shit, I landed it. That's kind of sick. Okay. What if... Alright, let's turn the power up on these. More I can turn up the projectile size? Huh. Welcome back. Hariaksa? Sorry if my pronunciation is good, but if you watch my videos, you already know that that's the case. Alright, power's going up. I want to see how much distance we can get out of this. The answer is a lot. Okay. So, if I do this... If I can do, like, a sick-ass flip, go all the way up, and then have, like, another cannon be the, like, shoot them... Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I turn this into 1. That's cannon 1, this is cannon 2, this is cannon 3, and this is cannon 4. Now we play. Okay, maybe I need the drop to be a little bit less before this is gonna work. Doot, 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 doot. Okay, now I can fire myself up. And okay, that's also just simply not working. New idea. I deactivate this cannon. It just sits there. We can run C. Damn, it doesn't want to stay connected. All right. Let me use the suspension system from last round, and then a little block, and that should keep it from absorbing all of that. Don't worry, it's Indian, but you had a really good pronunciation. Let's go! I pronounced something right for the first time in my life. MLG cannon plane thing. Yes, this is exactly the plan. Alright, let's try this. The fuck? Why did that work? All right, you know what? I'm taking that. That's another one in the books for me. I love this game. This is the best game. All right, reach Insignia, bro. Dude, this guy already does that. Never mind, he does not. But he landed it. Let's try this. Okay, I think we need more forward thrust. Here's what I'm thinking. I expand on this idea with the cannons. I'm gonna take this block up a bit, and I think I just get like an angle system. So, I just want to like launch myself with the cannons all the way over there. I've gotten a little bit of an idea. We do this. We come, grab the cannon, aim it down again, but then we snatch up the steering block so that we can aim the other one. Rotate that over here and here. This is a terrible idea, but I love it. Okay. Forward thrust. Lift off. Okay. Actually not bad. I think we just give it a little bit more power and this thing's gonna work. And by a little bit more power, I mean maximum power? Can I just select all of these at once? Is there like a select all button? What if I alt click? Nope. Shift click? Nope. Control click? Nope. None of that works. All right. Manual it is, unfortunately. You're good, and you. All right. New angle attempt. This way, and fire. Little bit too much, but honestly not bad. I think I need like a stabilizer down here. It seems to want to lean just a little bit. Hopefully this doesn't like weigh everything down. No, it just breaks it. Who cares? Dude, it keeps working. This is the best game ever. I love this. All right, next level, I guess. Someone give me a new idea to work with. I think this cannon stuff is a little bit too OP right now. This game doesn't look like there's enough Ottoman Empire abuse in it. Well, we can just pretend that these guys are Ottomans. That's very, very possible. You just gotta have an imagination. Build an AT-AT. Alright, it'll be a small AT-AT, but that I can do. You've channeled my inner Star Wars nerd, and anytime you do that, you're already winning. They got a little hump in the middle. That's fine. Let's see. Steering block. That's fine. It's only got 4 legs. Boop, boop. I think I need to, extend just a tad bit. We'll come down to... Now, actually making this, this work like a real AT-AT will be, a little bit difficult. So, I need a secondary... I can use a steering hinge, I suppose. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then a second leg. And then the big-ass foot that they always have. Yeah, why not? Why not? No, hold on. We'll use the, Boom. Easy AT-AT done. Okay, no. Actually making this look semi-like one will be difficult. We use a basic frame as such. And then... we can throw that there. Use that to connect up the neck joint. Hinge. No, I can use another steering block. like that, and then honestly just a second one like that for the head angle. Whole thing's got to come back a little bit. Head. And the cannons. God, this is an eyesore. Does it even stand up? Okay, it does stand up. They're pelting me. That was actually way more successful than it really should have been. All right, I want to make this thing walk. Place thingy on the ground. Honestly, good point, game. You make an excellent point. All right. Make a 1942 German Panzer tank. We'll do that on the next level. AT-AT has spinning feet. Yeah, honestly, that's fine. Only 2 legs, maybe. AT-AT, that's the one on Hoth. AT-RT has 2 legs, and AT-ST also has only 2 legs. Yep, AT-ST has 2 legs. Goddard from Jimmy Neutron. Dude, that is a reference that I have not heard in a long-ass time. Dude, what happened to my HUD? Where did my HUD go? Hold on, what did I do? I looked away, and now it's not working. Sick. What have I done? Place machine on the ground. What happened? Where's my HUD? What did I do? Bring my HUD back, please. What did I do? What did I do? What have I done? I gotta look at my own stream to figure out what I did. Okay, I must have accidentally hit something. How do I fix this? Hit every button. Okay, that didn't work. Nothing's working. You know what? Tactical reset. Give me 1 second and we'll have the game back up. Give me, you guys can sit in the eternal black screen for just a moment while I pull this back up. You'll be fine. You watch my channel, you probably deserve a little bit of the eternal void. It's just how it works. Man, Jimmy Neutron reference in 2025 is actually taking me on a nostalgic trip. Alright, game's back. Welcome back. Alright, this was AT-AT level. I'm assuming it... No, alright. We gotta rebuild the AT-AT. I'm gonna build a smaller version of one, so... Boop, boop. Hyperspeed build. Here we go. Here, 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 here. This. And then... Down, down, down. Down. That'll work. Don't need the big-ass feet this time. We'll come up on the head. Angle, angle. And actually, no, I can probably add that a little deeper in. So, like, something like right here. This will go up and down, and then this will go side to side. Boom. Boom, boom. And then I think on this one... Oh my god, that looks awful right now. Okay, no, ignore that for right now. Boom, boom. I think the head is a little bit thicker than that normally, so we'll run with that. That is fine enough for now. I don't care about the intersection. Don't give me that nonsense. Doesn't matter. Okay. We can throw some armor plates on it to make it look more like the AT-AT from the movie. You back off. Actually, here, let's delete these. These are misplaced. We'll go top. Like such. Then throw the metal plates on. Seeing the vision? It's slowly coming along. I know you can see it. Looks like a horse. Shut up. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh. It's working. It's beginning to work. begin to believe. Actually, no, I want to run this, and then we'll run through the middle. And then we'll just use our imagination to pretend that the rest of the head works. Why does it look like an elephant? Well, at least we're armored now. Okay. Forward, top, backside. It basically is an AT-AT. It's perfect. It is perfect. You are so right. Thank you for agreeing with me. You're now my new favorite subscriber. You can now bully everyone else. I give you permission. All right. Now, unfortunately, the problem is I actually have to rig up all these things. Otherwise, well, he kills himself, and you're not allowed to do that on YouTube. This is a tragic pose. Okay. It can kind of move. I'm actually really impressed. So now I need to map all this up somehow. It ironically seems like the legs kind of work. So now I gotta think through all this and figure out how the hell I actually want any of this to work. So, okay, you change and you change. Or no, you, and then you two. It doesn't have the damn strength. I'm gonna take off the weights on the feet, because, that actually matters in this game a bit. I don't know why, it's just become like it just does a little jig at this point. Parkinson's today. Shut the hell up, man. I'm trying here. Tell me something I haven't heard. Make fun of me, I dare you. How am I supposed to make fun of you? I barely know you. Hey, actually, you know what? I'll make fun of you for watching my channel. You have bad taste. Take that. Okay, I'm gonna take off the heavy-ass head for now and see if I can just get this thing to walk forward. Okay, that's step number one. So currently, it does this number. How do these things generally walk? So it's forward. I want one leg to come up and bend down as it is. I think I can just... Okay. This is about to be some pain. Dude, you're right. I don't stream every day. I want to make this into a regular thing. This is, generally kind of the idea, that I think I want to run with, but, yeah, I think I can cheat and make this, work. We can just add some wheels to the side and let him run. It's gonna take me forever to make this actually work. Alright. I think I can do it, though. Instead of making it walk like the movie walks, I think what I do instead is cheat. We're gonna cheese it. So, instead, we're gonna run this way. Let's see what that does. Okay, backflip. We're gonna make him gallop like a horse instead of the AT-AT. Oh my god, it's actually working. What the hell? Okay, it was working until we were pelted with arrows. I think we add the head back. Alright. Here. We need the front. We're just gonna do, like, very, very basics on the front. So, the cannons? Nope, that shoots itself. Again, you're not allowed to do that. That's bad. Armor plating, because we're taking heavy gunfire, and a front thing, I guess. Now, I need these to map to... I'm just gonna map this to my number pad. So, 4 and 5, and then up and down is 8 and 2. Actually, I'm going to make it 5 instead, not 2. Okay, that controls a little bit better. Okay, okay, I'm liking this. So... maybe not. Okay, it's like kind of working right now, but only kind of. It's not really working. Let me add the big feet again and see if that helps. Alright, fire the cannons first at the defenders. Awesome, now we just have to move. This is the hard part. Our leg broke. Great value AT-AT. No, this is terrible value. You know how much this would cost with all the iron plating? This is just, we're giving, like, government grants to, what insult can I say that doesn't get me, like, demonetized? I don't know. I'm just gonna say to, stupid people and leave it at that. Luxembourg. What are we talking about? Luxembourg Trust? Alright, if you make another Hoi 4 video, what would you make it about? Honestly, right now, I do have a little bit of a plan, kind of in mind. I'm thinking I do a Byzantium video, because that's kind of fun. At least, like, in some of the test runs. It's just, I don't have, like, a great way of beating... Okay, I need these legs to be slightly more, less breakable, I guess. I'm gonna take off some of the back plating to, hopefully make this not so weak and pathetic. Or, better yet, I bring out the trusty suspension. But yeah, if I was gonna make another Hoi 4 video, it's probably Byzantium. I just kinda, yeah, it's kind of overdone. That's the problem with everything Hoi 4, is that everything's been overdone at this point. And it's really hard to, like, come up with something new and unique. Like, even the Portugal video, ISP has already made that path, and it's, like I say, it's just kind of hard to come up with anything. But I mean, the game's been out since, what, 2013? Every horror video is Byzantine. Really? Is it actually that much done? To be honest, I don't really watch that much Hoi 4 YouTubers at all. What has he not done yet? I mean, pretty much exactly. ISP's done damn near everything at this point. And, yeah, I mean, he's been around forever. I remember watching him back in, like, what, 2018, I think? I feel like I remember doing that. Okay, the head's gone. I just gotta walk forward. I immediately did it wrong. I need these legs to be thicker in a way that actually keeps them together. So I think these are shattering. I'm shattering my spleen, and that's not gonna work. So you go up, and will that actually attach like that? Is this working? Oh my god, it's kind of working. Do a flip. Never mind. I'm so close. Alright. Super heavy artillery only. Do I know Chum? I do actually know Chum. I've talked to him for a while. I mean, I don't know him in person, but yeah, I've talked to him. I've got him on Discord. We talk every now and then. Not as much as we did before, but you know, that's just how life goes, to be honest. Urgh. Gallop, you stupid thing! Okay, so... first off, down, shoot that bomb, and blow up everything. Now, what is my problem here? Are they just too heavy? We can nudge our way over. It's just like watching, Empire Strikes Back. Love Hoi 4, but Vic 3 just has more fun economics. As I say, if Hoi 4 and Vic 3 were mixed, you'd have the third best map game. Honestly, I agree with that. My main problem with Victoria 3 right now is that it's kind of just like a niche game where, I mean, look, we all know that it's an economic simulator at heart. at its core, I guess, and that's fine, but that's inherently less interesting than something like Hearts of Iron 4, and you can tell just by looking at like the Steam charts and stuff like that. Like pre-DLC, the Victoria 3 was pretty much peaking at about 4,000 daily players, which isn't bad. That's better than a lot of games out there. The problem is you compare that to something like Hearts of Iron 4 that's getting like 40,000 concurrent every day, and it's kind of just, you know, people are just inherently more interested in things that are easier to understand, I guess. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. It's kind of the same economics every game, sadly, not much you can do. This is the problem this is the problem that I'm running into. So DLC comes out. It's really good. The DLC is very, very good. It makes the core gameplay mechanics a lot better. Unfortunately, they're kind of taking it in a direction where it's much more sandboxy. So you can do pretty much anything you want with any country that you want, which sounds great on paper, and it is, and it can be a lot of fun. The problem with that is, for specifically me as like a content creator, is it makes every video potentially very, very similar to one another. So it's like, if what really is the difference between playing somebody like Spain versus somebody like Egypt? You know, it's just a matter of where you are on the technology branch, what your population is. It's basically just like your starting situation, and the meta is pretty much always the same, unless you get like some countries like France or Great Britain. But I find the major, like the great powers, to just be kind of boring to play because it's too easy to just dominate everything, I guess. I think that makes sense the way I'm saying it. Let me figure out how to make these legs more strong. So I think I just, honestly, easy fix here. Here, 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 here. And I just, like, duplicate the legs out. And we just pretend that it's, you know, a little bit out. All right, let's see. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, it's just the problem that I'm kind of running into right now. I'm going to be honest, I'm almost out of ideas for Victoria 3 that are interesting to do. Like, I'm sure some will come to me eventually, but it's becoming really hard to make content on that game. Economic Battle Royale with some season past country. Yeah, that's honestly a pretty valid way to explain it. Play Rise of Nations on Roblox. It's a good game. Honestly, I might. I'm in the mood. I think for pretty much all of July, I just want to try new things. Like, especially when it comes to YouTube. Pretty much everything that, like, I understand on YouTube is that if you want to branch out, you gotta be willing to just experiment, try new things. If they work, great. If not, oh well. And, you know, you're gonna take a hit, you're gonna lose some viewers, but you gotta be willing to do that if you really want to, like, turn YouTube into, like, a big career. Alright, does my man walk? Hold on, dude. Stop. I'm trying to walk. My head's gone, but I can do this. My legs are strong. Okay, okay. My AT-AT. Backflip. Damn it. This sucks. Formables A to Z for Vic 3 as why not. Yeah, I tried to do A to Z at one point, but at a certain point, I kind of just realized that it was slop content. And to be honest, I want to be, like, proud of the things that I make, and I just wasn't happy with those videos. Like, I didn't feel like I was, doing anything meaningful, you know? And I think anyone that's done the A to Z series on any Paradox game would kind of agree that it is just kind of like an uninspired, doing it just because type of thing, and that can be fine, but it does begin to feel like it's, a little bit just for the money, and I don't want to do stuff just for the money. I want to make things that I'm actually happy with, you know? It's like a dichotomy. It's like, you know, you're doing something for a job, and at that, you know, a certain point, it's like, you know, just do it for the money because it's your job to just do it for the money. But, you know, I want to do something that I'm happy with at the end of the day. Also, I'm about to cheat. I don't think I'm going to make this guy move. I'm just going to get a big-ass cannon at the top that I can aim by itself. This is just how we're rolling, because I need to get to the next, Alright, hold on. Hold on. Boom. This'll work. It's a modified AT-AT, okay? Don't worry about it. At 3 subs, so it's 100% not for the money or fame. Okay, if you actually want to make Victoria 3 content and get views, I will tell you, just try to pretty it up as much as you can. Have like a little, you know, a hook at the beginning of the video. Basically just like, I don't know. What I did to get to where I was is I studied a lot of other YouTubers, like hyper-analyzed the videos that they made and figured out what they were doing. A lot of it is just you want to throw something at the beginning of a video that is really interesting, that people want to see become done, and then make the video just the process of how you got to that point. That is pretty much the bread and butter of YouTube. And, like I say, my issue... hold on, I need to assign these cannons to a different button. This is gonna be 1. This is gonna be 1. But yeah, that's pretty much all YouTube is in this day and age. It's just have a hook, play it out until the hook, and then finish after the hook's over. Okay. Awesome. Now... I angled my thing wrong. God, I'm stupid. Okay. Angle you to... Nope, hold on. You are gonna go right here. You're gonna do this, and I'm going to adjust this angle, auto return off, and this one's just gonna be with 7 and 8, or 7 and 9, sorry. That'll work. So, I whiffed. I need to shoot that little bomb in the very beginning. That works. Now we just aim this little thingy. Up. I whiffed. Incredible. Why not 6 and 9? Because I'm already using 6 to aim the head. Alright, out of here. And that... Actually, do I even need to aim this? Or is it just lined up already? Hold on. Oh, I gotta kill the windmill too. All right. I see. Okay, we got this. I'm ready to move on to the next stage. So this is just gonna be 2. So we're just gonna blast. Nope, we're gonna try again. We're just going to blast. All right, I keep missing. Shoot that. Okay. And then we hit 2 for this little guy, and then stay with me here. We're gonna come over a little bit. I think I've got... Nope, not an angle. Angle. Nice! AT-AT works. It doesn't need to move. It can move, but this is good enough. Next one. Okay, now I have to build the Panzer that one guy recommended. I don't remember who recommended it, so sorry if I've referred to you as that one guy. You'll be fine. Okay. How do I actually build a Panzer tank? I think I'm gonna have to come down a little bit. We gotta get the treads going. This, will jettison out a little bit here. I don't know if there's a tread system in this game. It was you. All right, awesome. I'm using your idea. The 11 key. The secret 11 key from my keyboard. Actually, the keyboard that I use right now actually is missing a lot of keys. In order to actually do arrows, I have to hold down a function button and do WSAD. It's, probably not the smartest decision I ever had to buy this keyboard, but it gives me a lot more desk space, and I really appreciate having desk space. I bought a new keyboard because I accidentally fed my old one, I fed it a beer. He looked thirsty. He was not thirsty, and he drowned. So that's what happened to my old keyboard. Let's see. I don't think there's a tread system in this game. Actually, wait, I can create a tread system because there's string, I think. Contractable string. Okay, here we go. Now we've got some ideas. So if I use the wheel system, we use a smaller wheel system. Can I actually... We'll add 2 on each one. And then... Is it... Hold on. Is it even possible to do what I'm thinking of doing? We'll do this. And then... I need some way to connect it that's just like a loose connection. Roller wheel. That's not it. But that could give me some of the traction stuff that I need. Bro, you want me to send you a compact keyboard? I think that's kind of what I have, at least I think. I'm assuming. It's one of those keyboards that, like, it goes from, like, escape to the back button to control, both of the controls. So, there's no, like, F buttons, there's no, like, arrow keys on the right side, there's none of the numlock stuff, delete keys. It just gets rid of all of that. It looks super nice on the desk, and it doesn't get in the way, which can be nice because I don't have a lot of desk space in the beginning. Okay, let's do this number. Can I make an actual tread system? I'm very, very curious right now. So if I do that... Oh, hold on. I did not want to start yet. Here we go. We're going to snag all of these, and then... Let's duplicate it, take it up, use another string, and will that actually... Okay, it kind of works. Very kind of. Just very, very minor amount of working is going on here. What else? Okay, I can throw on some wooden panels to kind of act as more of a tread. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I could use a smaller version of this to, make it work, I think. Delete you, and then have you go up. Now, if I can just, like, connect this on like a gear somehow, I think we're cooking. Okay, let me snag all of this, move it over, move it down to... Oh, no, come back, I don't want you to do that. All right, exit here. How on earth do I wrap this around something? This is gonna be stupid, but I'm now intrigued by the concept of it, so... Block in the middle, probably run that there, and then just maybe some wheels? Gear? There's intersection, it doesn't want me to. Let me grab all of these, pull them out, and then I can probably use this. That actually might not work. I think those gears are going to get caught in each other. We'll run this way. Okay. Now, it's all beginning to work. How does it feel to be a to be skeleton from that lava? Dude, that bit was kind of that bit was a lot more fun than it probably should have been. I kind of just stopped doing it because I felt like it started to get in the way of the video themselves. Okay, that doesn't work at all. There's not nearly enough tension. What if... Okay, I need a way to wrap this around. Oh, wait. I'm gonna reset everything. I need a better idea. So... I think there's just a hinge I can use. Yes, there is. Okay. If I just add a bunch of hinges together, I think I can do it like that. Alright. Have a question for Victoria 3. If you don't mind, what is the point of people that run the companies? Honestly, I don't know. That is more of a generalist question than a me question. The companies, I mean, from what I can tell, the companies just give, like, production bonuses and whatnot. I don't know. I've never found the companies to be all that interesting, so I haven't really had much of a motivation to really learn the ins and outs of everything. Ever thought about doing a mega campaign? Kind of. Okay. Yes, I have thought about it. I kind of hate not Victoria 3. I kind of hate Crusader Kings 3. It has so many like little systems. It's not a bad game. I'll preface it and say it is not a bad game. CK3 is a really good game that I do not like. And the reason for that is that I just find the inheritance system way too frustrating. I hate when my ruler dies and I have to play as somebody that just sucks. It just kind of sucks the fun out of it for me. I don't know why I am that way. It aggravates me because there's a lot of good aspects in that game, but I just can't get past that fact. I get so bored once I move on to my second ruler, and I just don't want to do anything. All right, here we go. Up here. Let me get my little hinge guy. Where'd he go? Here he is. Boom. And then we'll move this way. And I can probably just do this too also. Then just move up. I need to connect the hinges to itself somehow. Wait, can I just purposefully... Oh, I can just... Okay. That changes the dynamic a lot, because I can just rotate it however I want. So that means I run a ton of hinges, all at just a slight angle. Okay. That was probably the wrong way of doing that, actually. Yeah, okay. So... Okay. I'm gonna have to rotate each individual one as I go along. CK3 is great because you can be gay, and that's the only real reason I like it. A valid... That is the most valid point. I can't even argue with that. You've won. You've bested me. I'll do a mega campaign now. Say no more. Okay. This tread thing is getting a little tedious. Oh wait, I can just copy all of these, right? Hold on. Duplicate, up, rotate all of it. Oh yeah, this will work fine. No, it won't. Damn it! I could have cheated, but I can't. We're back to manually moving all of them. Hooray. All in the name of somehow building a Panzer. This, I think, works, though. Yes, it does. Okay. We're gonna run 3, 4. That seems good enough, I think. The setting for making it so the gender equality in gay marriage is universal is actually awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, okay, a lot of the little, like, systems in Crusader Kings 3 are really, really good. It's a good game. It is inherently one of the better games that Paradox has made. It is legitimately just the inheritance feature. I get too frustrated with it, and you know, it's kind of just is what it is. I don't hate the game, I guess, per se. I just don't find it that fun. To be honest, a lot of the Paradox games I play at this point are along the lines of I'm either playing it because my friends want to play it or I'm playing it for a video. I think currently I'm kind of just like hard burnt out on a lot of Paradox games just because I play them so damn much. And that's a little bit, I don't know, it's sad, because I used to really, really like playing most Paradox games, and now I'm just kind of like going through the motions, I guess. Alright, this 0.5 measurement, if I change this to 0.25, does that let me adjust it better? It does, okay. I think this plan is working. Control D, we're gonna make a tank. It looks like a tread system. It acts like a tread system, but will it perform like a tread system? Find it way more confusing than Victoria. I mean, CK3 is not that confusing. I think I understand most of it. It's just... I don't know. Maybe it's because I mainly play it in multiplayer with some of my friends that I don't like it as much. Because I kind of don't like Paradox games in multiplayer. They run too slow, and I find myself getting really, really bored with just a lot of the general things about them, I guess. You know, I'm low-key actually really happy with the way this tank is turning out right now. I don't know if it's gonna fully work, but I think I'm on the right track. That should pin it. Oh my god, it kind of works. Oh my god, it actually kind of works, and I'm winning. Dude, this is sick. Okay, I just need it to be tighter somehow. My vote for EU4. I did at one point make an EU4 video, but I wasn't very happy with it. Just because it was at a point where honestly, I could probably remake the video, but it was like a Who site video, and I don't think anybody really cared about the Who site. Oh, hello, Hollow. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Always love videos whenever they come out. Keep going, my guy. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. I do, like, say, okay, my current, like, mindset with YouTube right now, and part of the reason why I'm trying to live stream now is because I'm trying to figure out a way to branch out away from Victoria 3. Just because, like, I don't hate the game. I'll probably keep playing it even if I'm not making content on it directly, but it is kind of just it's a business decision. I need to branch out so that I myself can grow as a content creator, because let's be real, no matter what, at a certain point, Victoria 3 is not going to be enough to sustain a channel. That's just how it is. You go back to any old, you know, any old game that Paradox has made in the past, like EU4. All of the EU4 creators right now that I've talked to are having a little bit of a little bit of like a panic, not full panic, but EU4 is going away and EU5 is coming in, and that means that you can't keep making videos on EU4. You have to transition to EU5, and that's an easy transition. But same with like Victoria 3. Eventually, there's going to be another game. There's always the lingering questions like, is Victoria 3 going to carry an audience? And I think the answer to that is yes, but it's more than that. Also, Joe Cruises, thank you for the donation in the pounds sterling. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, this is a thing we can do. Get yourself some Taco Bell or something. Who told you I like Taco Bell? Did I mention that? There's a little bit of a running gag amongst my friends that I eat Taco Bell way too much, and it's not wrong. One time, okay, this is actually a really funny story. So, you guys know what Jackbox is, right? The little, the game Jackbox party pack. You play with friends, and it's only fun if you play with fun people. I was playing that, and they had a trivia game. It was where it was some game where you had to, like, rank a bunch of stuff from, like, whatever, like, largest to smallest or whatever like that. It was one of the newer ones, I think Party Pack 9, and we were sorting stuff, and it's like, yeah, they're going pretty good, and then I got the damn arrange all of these Taco Bell menu items from cheapest to most expensive. And I got every single one correct. There were 12 items that I ranked from perfectly from the least expensive to the most expensive because I was eating Taco Bell that much. We absolutely won that round, but I didn't really feel like a winner. And then ever since then, I've tried to eat less there. So yeah, that's you know, a fun little story, I guess. It's kind of funny, but slightly telling. All right, let's see if this tread thing actually works. As okay, it's a little bit thick. Oh my God, why is it so fast? Oh, I know why it's so fast. I'm stupid. Okay. I can't have wheels on wheels spinning like that. That's not gonna work. So instead, yeah, I know it intersects. That's not my concern right now. How the hell do that? The Panzer's coming nicely. It is. It's like when Queso knew about where all the burgers were from. Dude, it was legitimately my Queso moment. Unfortunately, I don't weigh nearly as much as Queso does. So I can't run with the fat jokes because I've actually been losing weight. And honestly, that was kind of my weight loss adventures, I guess. Been kind of fun, actually. I don't know why, but like I really enjoy wearing myself out completely. I don't know if that makes sense. I used to play a lot of sports when I was in high school. Like, I played soccer or football because, unfortunately, I'm American, so I call it soccer. But I played that in high school. I played basketball as well. Did 2 sports at the same, like, as a senior, while also working a part-time job. That was not fun. I'm not gonna lie. That was very exhausting. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's been so long since I've actually done something like that where I've properly, like, worn myself out. And then to then come in recently and just do it. Like, I was running probably a good, I'd say 7 miles a day on the treadmill, but it wasn't every day that I would do that. That was just kind of the goal. I did that for like a week. And then after that, it was like, I don't know, maybe 5 miles on the treadmill per day. And then after that, it's just become like a, just eat less and don't gorge yourself like the average American does. And you'll be fine. But yeah, that's where a lot of stuff has been now. Okay, the tank treads are working. Unfortunately, they're not as... Okay, they're not working, actually. I think this is too much in the middle, so I'm gonna have to find a better way to space them. Can I add something here? No, that intersects. What state are you from? I feel like Chum revealed it in a video once. I could tell you. I don't think it matters. States are massive. I live in Kentucky. That doesn't honestly mean much, though, because even people that live here, they don't think that I sound like I live from here. For whatever reason, I think I've adopted the internet accent from English, where it's just like... It's not like a regional dialect. No one is able to place where I live based on the way my voice sounds, which is kind of nice, but at the same time also a little bit, I guess, interesting. All right, unpowered cog. I think that is actually, like, the perfect amount that I need. But I need it to, like, fully attach, so... I'm trying to multitask. Ain't no way you in Kentucky. Yep, I am indeed. Isn't Kentucky a southern state? Kentucky is a really interesting state. So, they were a... We're getting into the history of it all, but during the American Civil War, they were one of the slave states that stayed with the Union. And honestly, I think a lot of that decision-making was due to the fact that they didn't want to be the guy on the border getting invaded. And... probably not very, you know, morally correct of them to do so, but hey, you know, at least not treasonous, I guess. So that's something to be happy about, I suppose. As not American to me, your accent is generically American. Yeah, I'd say that's accurate. Like, there's no regional, like... you know, whatnot going on, but you can still place it as American if you're, like, familiar enough with it. I have had a few people think that I'm Scandinavian, so that's happened more than once, which is interesting to me. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I found it. Is this gonna work? Why does this intersect and this one don't? Huh? Oh, huh? Okay, hold on. Is this gonna work like I think it will? I'm going to... duplicate this, move it over to there, and then we'll do the same thing on this side, I guess. Shift D, move over. Okay, other than the fact that the treads flew off, that was working. That was working. Oh, wait, I can run it like the real tread systems do. So, okay, up, 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 and then... Ooh, oh, hold on, what's the proper way to do this? I think I can use like a, hold on. I don't think I have to connect this in the conventional sense. I can just kind of come over here, do this. No, I want to go up a little bit. Okay. No way do you sound Scandinavian. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but yeah, no, I've been confused for that like twice now, and I do not understand the reason at all. But it is a thing. It's happened twice. I don't know why. All right, that's gonna be there. I think what I'm gonna do is use... Ooh, wait. Oh, that could work. That could work. So what I'm thinking, and I think it's working. You come up here. I use this little attachment thing. Oh, I can't attach it there. Damn it, damn it. That would have been cool. Okay. Instead of that, I'm gonna have to run like this, I think. I just need to get like over there a little bit, and then I just need a way to lock the treads in place. There's no way that voice has met the snow of the true North countries. This is true. I will be actually going to, Sweden this summer, so that's gonna be cool. If you know anything cool to do in Stockholm, let me know now, because I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have some time up there to do some stuff. I can't say why, but yeah, I will be, in fact, going to Stockholm in August. What's a good way to keep this connected? I was using the tires from earlier. What if I just use an overlap mechanic? So what if I take this, run duplicates of it here? Will it spaz out if I do this? I don't think it will. I'm hoping it won't. And then just add the wheel thing that I was doing before. Okay. I just fire the wheels off at mock Jesus. Okay. So the answer is no, that's not gonna work. Go to the IKEA factory, the ABBA Museum. I have heard of the ABBA Museum. I think I will make an attempt to go there, IKEA factory. I will look up that later. Gonna interview Paradox Interactive or something. I can't say anything. You know? I can't say any words. I'm gonna go protest. I'm gonna go yell at them for DLC practices. No, but okay. No. ABBA Museum, there's a very good chance I go and see that. And then IKEA factory. I didn't know you could just like go there. Video with bated breath. Someone pay him to make him talk. You can't pay me to make me talk. It's all hush hush. Alright, I'm going to figure out a way to make this connect on the way I want it to. So this is like the perfect size. I just need a way to keep it like connected without firing off at the speed of sound, and I think... Oh, you know what, actually? I think I've got a plan. Here. There is an overlap mechanic. I think if I run a tire here, hit this here, I can lock this into place and use this little guy here to connect there. I think that is what I need to do. So, this guy's gonna move over. Right there, and I think he'll stay connected, and then I can just duplicate this wheel. Alright, brain is turning now. Brain's going. I'm using my intelligence like, I was always meant to do, but never decided to do. And then we'll hit there. We'll just connect it on the bottom for a little bit more support. Just ignore the fact that I'm phasing through reality itself. That's not an issue. Went to check on my edit, and I came back to IKEA and ABBA. I missed peak. Nah, it's just normal stuff. No Victoria 3 crazy. This, yeah. I want to branch out into other things. You know, as much as I may... I joke about hating Victoria 3 a lot. I don't hate the game. It's fun enough, but it gets tiring just like any other game does when you've put 1,800 hours into it. You know. So I'm just trying to do other things. Have fun. I'm trying to build my tank right now, and it's coming along well, but I keep getting sidetracked because, I don't know, maybe I have ADHD. This is just a theory. I'm sure none of my viewers would ever comment on something like that. You're getting spun around. Whoop. Nope. Just like that. Okay, and then move in. What, 1? Yeah, 1. And then we'll duplicate again. Come over, and then duplicate again, and then come over once more. Add the little engine block. This is not an engine block. What the fuck am I talking about? Little connection thingy. And then the Panzer will be, functional? Probably? Okay. Damn, it broke! Okay. Too much weight on it. In that case, I'll just reinforce all of it. We'll try that. That's a lot of crunching, but it seems to be working. I can't steer yet, unfortunately. Damn, these treads are holding up well. I think most of the mechanics are broken inside of this thing, but, I don't know, it's kind of working. Maybe I need to, like, ease in to the spinning part. Bro, what do you mean the other crazy part is I have a confirmed brain? You can't say that. That's rude. That's mean, man. All right. Let's see. Acceleration, we're gonna turn this down to... Let's give it, like, 10x, I guess. Yeah, let's just run 10s on everything, because I think it's trying to push off way too hard right now. Unironically, I am learning the value of treads right here, right now, because, seem to hold up pretty damn well as I crunch everything inside the... All at once, everything just broke. Oh my god. I can mow them all down. This is just like Hoi 4. I'm designing my own tank engine. Okay. Something is breaking immediately. I think I have one of these, like, things attached to something it shouldn't be attached to, so I'm gonna unattach it real quick and then re-hook everything up, because I think I've done something horribly, horribly wrong. We're gonna do this here, and then we're just gonna hook you up there, then you up there. We're just gonna wrap around it in full. There we go, I think. And I'm gonna let this sit down closer so it doesn't take as much blunt force trauma on start. Okay, it seemed like something was hooked up wrong, because that's not snapping the moment it activates anymore. Dude, this is sick. I'm actually... This is actually super cool. I don't have a steering mechanic in yet, but, I can fix that, I think. Okay, well, let's chat up to... Make it a little wider between treads. What, do you mean just, like, take it outward, like, this direction and that direction? Because that I could also do. Only have 0 hours. You could spin them independently. Yes, I do need to do that. Or make a blender. Geneva Convention. Nah, Toby's got the Geneva suggestion. My man, you understand me fully. Is it what, Miltech 7? Absolutely. This is exactly that. Okay. I'm running some form of light tank right now. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, I think. So kill that one, kill that one. Kill this one. Then I think I will make this a little bit further because I still need to add like an actual gun onto this thing. I'm gonna pull you over. And I'm gonna pull that over. We're gonna widen this base up a bit. Okay, that's fine. That's a good connection. Good connection here, and then we'll just run the 3-beam through it. That works. Now, I just need a means of... Man, it would actually be kind of nice to widen the treads, but I don't know if I can do that. At least not with the current design that I have. I'd have to do something wackily different. But, time for guns! It's not a tank without a gun. I need my armor plating, because it's not a tank without armor. I wonder if I... Wait, can I do the angled... Ooh, wait. Can I do the actual angled plating that they do in real life? Come here. Snatch up my little hinge. Rotate all of them over. Just like that. And then let me throw my little thing down. That's just gonna fall. Okay, it needs like a brace or something. And it would also need to come down a little bit to actually work. He's actually putting a gun on it. I thought he was just gonna use the tread. I mean, the tread is, you know, it works enough. Can I move this up? Will that attach? Or is there no attachment point there? No, it does. Okay. In that case, yeah. Oh yeah, I also need to reattach the wheels. Okay, that's on the activities list. We'll just leave the back exposed. You gotta have a weak point on it somewhere. That's how these things go. Now... Okay, here's where things get interesting. So I think I run some suspension right up the middle as a means to not blow everything to bits the moment it fires the gun. Connect that up, and then I'll probably run like, I need a steering mechanism. So this, and then I can honestly just add like a normal gun to the top of it. Unfortunately, there's no real way to reload. That looks so stupid. My god. I don't know if I can make like a bigger gun in this game. Ooh. I can just add one massive shot. Unless I can find a way to like add more munitions somehow. I think there is like a missile system. Explosive rocket. That would be way too expensive and time consuming. I just want this thing to be done. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna finish this guy so I can move on to the next level. Alright. Connection. There. No. Come on. Come on. Work with me. Yes. Okay. We'll connect all this like normal. You. Here. Oh, I ran out of connection point. Okay, we'll just say there. That works. Does this still drive? Alright, I just need a steering mechanism at this point. Can I tighten this up? No, it's just a basic hinge, so if it gets knocked out of the way, it's gonna flip up and leave me exposed. Alright, it's steering time. So, I think the easy way to do this is just add a second one. So if I want reverse, I should add... Nope. The right. Right? Hold on. Oh, this is complicated. So, if I can go forward. What happens if I do forward and backwards at the same time? Okay, so that's turning. Does this just work like that? Okay, I think I just do... Nope, not A. Oh, wait, that's only one wheel. Damn, I'm stupid. Okay, okay, awesome. Delete this wheel and this wheel. Duplicate this wheel. Hey, nope, let me have the selection. Okay, duplicate this wheel. That goes right there. And like that. Okay. Okay, okay, this works. I just have to not hold forward when I actually do stuff. And then literally just the same thing on this guy if I want to go forward. So left, reverse will be left, and forward will be right. And then same duplication thing as before. Shift, nope, get out of my way. Control D. And Control D. And I think that's it. Right, left, forward. I'm pretty sure this is all I need to actually win. Maybe I should add some spikes to the front of it. Alright. Turn around. Crush them all. This is awesome. I love this. Turn. And crush. This is the best. I love this. Oh no, my tread! My tread fell off! No! Dang it! I have reliability issues. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have given that for the Imeo. Damn it. Alright. Hopefully that's not gonna remain a problem, because if the tread snaps, this thing it just doesn't run anymore. We'll add my one gun, so I can at least say I have something. Crank that bad boy up, though. Wait, I can change what it shoots? Chain shot? What the hell's chain shot? I didn't see anything. Whatever. Ball. It looks the same. Am I tripping? Is that just not the same thing? Oh, no, it does. It is a chain shot. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. Okay, whatever. Back it up. Burr, 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 burr. Alright. Now it's time to murder. I think, perhaps, my gun is also controlled by the same thing that controls my treads. Ugh! All right, well, if I can run people over properly, I win. It's just the turning's a little bit rough. Okay. I'm beginning to wonder if, first off, you and you, so you can have an independent cannon mount. That works. It is complete. It is close to complete. The turning is just a little bit bad right now, but it pretty much works. I think I just need some, like, you know, something sharp on the bottom to murder people with. We're gonna sacrifice the armor for killing. I think this is a good idea. Charge! Nope, we got stuck. Immediately. Let me get away. Let me get away. Sir, quit stabbing me in the ass. Alright, forward. Ah, it's weighing me down too much. A blender could have done the job. You're gonna have to educate me as to what a blender is in this sense. Is that blender enough? Forward! My treads are getting stuck. That's a bomb. Oh, God. It's not working. It's not working. It could be working, but it's currently not working. I don't know what to do to make this better. I think I take off the armor plates. We go light tank mode, actually. That needs to remain connected, actually. We'll go here. That at least keeps that on. The gun's not going to be very effective, because if I only get one shot, that's not a lot to be done. What if I just, like, connect all of these to each other? No, because then I can't turn. This sucks. I don't know what to do. I mean, I can just run them all over. My treads are getting desynced. It's jammed. This is difficult. Why is building a tank difficult? What do I do? What do I do? I liked it. It seemed to control better when everything was just the same. Auto brake. Do I want auto brake? I'm gonna say no. Let me keep my momentum. Maybe that'll make it easier to go with. Yes, I think this is indeed working. All right. Oh, it's struggling. The treads are jammed. What's happened to me? Oh, it's fixed. Okay. Angle that. If I would see Toby making a tank in Besiege today. No. I didn't even think it was going to happen myself. I planned to play a different game, but I think I want to save that for when I'm actually more competent with streaming. These are jamming badly. Ugh! Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna save this guy. I think I can save him, right? Yeah, save. We're gonna save. Ignore everything you see here. I have dabbled with this game before. We're gonna use this as tank base, because it's not working and I need to, save it. I can import one of my other creations. You can see some of the things that I've, invented before. Let's load some of these. Oh my god. What are these? I have things that fly. Oh my god. What was this thing? How did this thing work? Huh. I don't remember how this thing works. Never mind, we're gonna build something from scratch. Alright, in order to kill 70% of everybody, I have an idea. That idea is very simple. I think it will work. I think this will work just fine. Come here. They're smart. They hit me with artillery fire. Alright, somebody give me an idea. The tank is gonna have to hold. Someone give me a brand new, spanking new idea that I can use to murder 70% of the current world's population. Right now, I kind of want to... The blender. Can you describe what you mean by the blender? I don't think I'm following you. Just the nation of Poland. Is this Poland? Historically accurate Poland. What do I want to make? I can run here. There's a lot of different things I could do. Wheels, that'll at least let me go forward without needing the whole tread system. Even though the tread system was fun, it was a little rough. And I'm gonna have to develop that like some other time. This will just go like forward and backwards normally. It has better controlling. Make a blender. You know what? I think I got you. Big blender coming in. So how do I get people into said blender? Oh, you know what? You know what? I need... We're gonna go up. This way? This way. We're gonna build an inverse blender. Actually, I just had a much, much better idea. Much, much better idea. We're gonna build a moving blender that will personally blend most people. And in order to do that, I think we're gonna run with this guy, rotate him 90 or 45 degrees like that, and do the same thing probably everywhere. I believe. Yes, this is the idea that I want to run with. Top, here, here, rotate you, and rotate you. We're going to rotate every single one at a 45-degree angle. Get a little funnel going on. Use these to lock guys in place. Get some connections up so this doesn't fall apart on me immediately. Okay, that'll hold its shape, right? Yes. Okay, we built a tripod. Or quad pod, I guess? Let's see here. Now, I can run... The whole thing, I think, is going to have to move forward a bit. So... Ooh, wait, I'm getting ideas now. So, I can add a tire to the front of this, rotate it so that it acts as like a little gear thing. Move you back. I am coming up with some evil plans right now. I'm really liking the way this is turning out currently. Whole thing's gonna have to move up. This will go here. And now... What if I just add this to like a giant crane arm and shred people? Will that work? Hold on, I am very, very curious now. You. Don't tell me it intersects. I know, man. I know. Here. There we go. That'll work for now. And then I think I'm going to run the same kind of like 90, 45 degree angle stuff that I was doing, because it seems to be working fine enough. Down, 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 down. This will move over a bit. I need like a really sturdy base if this is gonna work like it is in my mind. Because right now I don't know what the fuck this is. It's kind of terrifying looking. The crane. I do want to do like the crane thing. I think I can make that work. It's going to be mildly challenging though, but I think I can do it. So this is gonna have to go further over. Okay. This whole extension piece is gonna have to be separate. We're gonna add that onto it later. You are gonna go down and you're just gonna like connect to the ground. Because I think I can turn you into a solid enough base to where you'll at least function properly. I can add... it doesn't want to give me the things that I want. Okay. I'll delete that. We'll go here. Let me rotate this guy over. And... I think I can set him, like, down somewhere. You rotate. Is that centered? That is not centered. That is centered. No, it's not. Okay. Here, and then we take this guy and go down. And then over, and then just link him up with this piece here. How does that work for right now? It's solid. Okay. Now, a big-ass arm that won't break when I start spinning stuff. God, this is such a dumb idea, but I love it. Actually, what happens if I do spin this? That is terrifying. Okay. So, wooden block is going to have to go on to the front of this thing. Here, 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 and here. That at least gets me connected. And then... Oh, I'm going to have so much power on this thing to actually make it work. I hope this can do it. We're gonna try this for now. Up, I believe. No. Here? Unfortunately, there's no, like, snapping feature, so I might instead have to just do something like this and attach it with this. Yeah, that's close enough. Okay. Okay. That's way too much power. Rotation speed's gonna have to turn, like, way, way down. We'll hit this at a 0.15, I think. And then simply duplicate it all. I think I have missed. That needs to go closer. That needs to go closer. And that guy, final guy, go there. Okay, that's it. Alright, that is snapping that wood piece directly right now. It needs to be stronger. So you, connection here, connection here. Does that work? No. Oh, this is difficult. How do I do this? Do I just add more support beams? I'm assuming? No, it's shredding it. It's too heavy. What can I even do? Somebody give me an idea. How do I could use a contractible spring, maybe? Would that work? I don't know. I don't know. I'm running out of think power. The brain is not wanting to brain actively. What if I use a different method? Can I invent, like, some sort of cable machine thingy? Delete, delete. So what if I run, like, a big hinge somehow, coming up into the sky? Here, we'll connect it there. And then simply use a flywheel work? No. Use one of these guys. And then just have it, like, connect with... this? Is that a stronger connection? It doesn't wind. Okay. So, contractible spring, hold L to contract. So maybe instead of attaching it to a wheel, I attach it to something normal. You will stick on here and here. That just broke it immediately. Why did that break? He's making a water wheel. Something like that. I think. L. It's not doing anything. Oh. It kind of did something. Is there like a release? Okay, so I can use tension to kind of pull it along. We're slowly turning this into something. Here? No. I need this to attach up on the north side. Oh, I didn't go to school for any of this. We're not reinventing the wheel here. Let's circle back and synergize. Yeah, I don't know what I'm honestly doing here at this point. We're building some sort of death crane. Because my brain, along with chat, decided this was the best way to handle the situation. I could add... Oh, wait. What if I add this front to the tank engine from earlier? Can I just import, like, a piece of something? Or will it load the whole thing? I think it loads the whole thing. The blender's in shambles. It's, we're working on it, okay? I just had an idea. New idea. We don't need a crane. I've got a much better better idea. Okay. Base. Nope, hold on. Don't want to unpause. You, all of this, you're gonna move up a little bit. Then I'm going to do one of these. Move it down. And over, I think. Just a little bit. We'll create a firm, solid base for very peaceful reasons. Then you move up here. Okay. I like this thus far. Now, I have no confidence that this is actually going to work, but I must try. Where is my piston? Piston, here you are. I hope somebody has pieced together the horrible thought that has come into my mind. Okay, everything move over just a little bit and a little bit up. It's out of the zone, but that's okay for now. It's supposed to work like a mace. You're not that far off. What do you mean intersection? Oh, it won't let me place anything. All right, fine, I'll just duplicate it. Since you want to yell at me so much. And then I somehow have to attach all of this to that little guy there. So... Hey, you, why did you detach? Go back to where you was, okay? Up one. Perfect, okay. Now we grab all of you, and somehow attach this to that piston there. Oh, that lined up perfectly. This is a terrible idea. I was right. That broke instantly. Support it up. Run the supports. Oh, good God. It's extending the pistons about the way that I thought it would. This is somehow working. There's no way to control where I'm going. This is a slight downside. And if I turn the other direction, it snaps off. Okay. I think if I just weigh this down a little bit, it'll work. So, armor plating going down. This also have the added benefit of making us more reliable. Okay, how's that? That one didn't even want to work. Okay, it's needs to start not as quickly, so let's hit the acceleration at like 10x and see if that works. Alright, it still wants to travel all over the place, but it's kind of working. I don't know what to even say about this at this point. Well, let's see. I think I just add more connection points here on the side, and then probably on the top as well. And I think that mostly keeps it, at least from like flying off and dying. If I could control where this thing goes, it'll work. So now I just have to figure out how on earth I do that. I need the base to be heavier, I think. You, here, and here. That works a little bit, and then I guess I can hit one there and there just to weigh it down. Actually, you know what? I can use these. I forgot these were even in the game. Ballast! Yeah. That should do it. And one right here as well. Alright, does this work? It wants to move still, just not nearly as much as it did. This lever has been on for a while. Yeah, that it definitely has. I was gooning, but then remembered the priorities this live stream. I'm glad that I am the priority in that competition. Thank you very much. No, my arm! Give it back. Okay. I think I just weighed this guy down even further. So, another one there, another one here. It's too bad I don't have anything that's, like, grippy, you know? That would be much, much better if I did. Alright, ballast. And here. The mass on this thing is just ridiculous. Big shredding arm. No, my arm! Quit taking that, dickhead. Okay. What do I even do at this point? I need a means of making this move forward somehow. And I think the answer... You know what? Hold on. Let's grab this. I'm going to duplicate it. And then just... We're going to weigh this down until it stops moving. Surely this is enough, right? It just throws my arm off. Alright. So I need a better arm connection now. That translates to probably more piston arms. We'll duplicate all of these. Move up. And I guess duplicate this as well, and then just link this up here. I think this works. Have these connect. It'll give me some more strength in the pistons, so hopefully they attach better. Alright, let's try that. I just don't want it to fling off. Why am I getting airtime all of a sudden? Okay. That's a new. How about moving all of these guys, duplicating them, putting them on the other side as well? This couldn't possibly be a bad idea. Okay. No airtime, please. Okay, I didn't even attach those. I didn't even attach them. Damn. Okay. You. We're gonna do a sick-ass 180. And then we're gonna come back. I think that works. There's gotta be some insane force behind this machine for it to be willing to take off like that. Why does this look like some sort of like Star Wars tank? Huh. Fair enough. Well, I don't really know what else to do. I want this to work, but I don't have any control of where it moves. Wait. Maybe I do. Is this... Would that work? Hold on. We'll attempt this, I guess? Alright, that's forward. Alright, it's still just too much airtime. Make a speed bike from Star Wars if this doesn't work. I can do that. I actually have built a pod racer in this game before that, well, it flies. I know they don't do that canonically, but this one did. Do I just weigh this down even further? What if I use, like, air propulsion to keep it on the ground? Or... better yet, what if I... If this arm was just a little bit shorter... I could possibly make it do it on both sides so it doesn't, like, want to run away from me. Actually, I think that's a decent idea. Let me get rid of one of the pistons. We're gonna take all of this. I'm gonna move it back. And then I will also snatch up all these. Duplicate that, move it over, and then rotate 180. Move this over, and then that should give me some sort of, like, balancing force on everything if I can just make it fit inside this stupid box. I'm close. Okay. Very, very close to being able to make that work. I think I can do this? Maybe add some ballast on top of the metal plates from the front and the back. I could do that. I think I'm gonna try this first, and then if this doesn't work, I will move on to that. Cause, okay, it won't let me add anything while there's intersection. It is barely intersecting. That is kind of sad. Is there an easy way to fix this without having, like, everything be rearranged? Let me just delete these gears on the end, because I don't think I need them. We're in the experimentation phase. I forgot to attach it. Okay, hold on. Oh, wait, it wasn't even attached. Wait, can I fit it all in if I, fully attach it. One more nick over. Now everything. Move this guy. Okay, no. Dude, that is barely outside. That's upsetting. Ah! Damn. Okay. Oh, idea. Get rid of this wheel, get rid of this wheel, get rid of this guy, and replace it with a steering block instead. Ah, don't give me this intersection nonsense. I don't want to hear it right now. You move over. And you get over here as well. Hey, you, come along with the ride. Okay. Let's turn this into something. So, steering block here. I can attach that there. Same with you. I'm gonna have to snag all this stuff again, though. That works. Perfect. And I think that works, but now I'm overlapping down here, so I gotta remove more stuff. But maybe this fixes the balance problem and it stays in one spot. Alright, Death Machine is ready. Oh my god, it's amazing. This is incredible, I love this. No, my wheel! It doesn't matter. We're going... Wait, I can pilot this thing? What? Huh? My... Huh. Okay. I guess that worked? Huh. I didn't even attach everything. The wheel popped off. What if I... Hold on. I'm curious. We can move on from this level here in just a second, but right now, my brain is in overtime, so what if I use a spinning block here also? Is that better? Because these just attach with spinning block, and this... I think the spinning block is just, like, firmer than everything else. Attach you, attach you, attach you. You can go here just for, like, extra support. Because I don't think this is going to fly off, but, like, maybe it does. Okay. It broke again. Back to the wheel, I believe. It was better. Oh, I see what the problem is. So if I have these spin, it creates way too much energy, because if I do this and run all of it, it doesn't work. Alright, that's fine though. We're moving on to the next zone. Add a piston. What do you mean add a piston? Sir, what do you mean add a piston? Alright, I'm getting tired. Well, I appreciate you staying to the first stream. This is kind of a... I'm not gonna lie, this is a little bit of a throwaway stream. I didn't have any grand ideas for this one. This is just me having fun getting used to the medium. I plan to do actual, like, legitimate streams later, so once those become a thing, you know, it's gonna be good. But hey, I appreciate you stopping by, I appreciate you watching. It's fun to chat. I like just, you know... I like talking to people sometimes, even if it's like, you know, maybe I don't exactly know you. Just talking with semi-strangers, I guess. But have a good night. Appreciate the stay. Alright, what is this? I'm supposed to steal and deliver 2 iron ore. I'm thinking right now... Okay, first off, I want to save this. This is an abysmal creation. I'm just going to call it the blender for now, because that's... You know, it's what the original inspiration was. And now what I'm thinking is I make this little grindy thing into its own little vehicle, I guess? I think I can make this thing move on its own. Let me select all of you. I'm gonna rotate Nope. Here. Just like that. And let's see how well this thing drives. It spins pretty damn well. Okay. Now, can I actually make this thing, like, controllable? I'm very curious right now. So, let's do you two rotated. Kind of. Okay. You know, actually, now that I'm remembering this, I think there was like some sort of like little invention they made where it's like an omnidirectional treadmill where you could just like spin little plates in a certain direction and it would just always go. And you could just do like a ton of them. I kind of want to do that now, actually. That'd be kind of cool. Ooh. Oh, I could actually... Okay, yeah. I'm going to use the same concepts for the omnidirectional treadmill that they have. So, let's do it from the bottom up to get a solid way of visualizing this. So, if I remember this correctly... Let me just get a base plate to work with, because this is going to be a little bit more complicated. So, you have a bunch of wheels, essentially. They're all pointed upwards, and it's something along the lines of this. And then, depending on the way that you angle them, you can make something always go in one direction or another. If I remember exactly how to do that, I think I can make something cool. So, little tilt forwards and backwards. And then also one this direction. Now, I'm going to have to limit the amount that these go by quite a lot if this is going to work the way I want it to. Come down. That's good. And limit angle. What do I get right now if I use this? Wait, is this just already work? Ooh. Ooh, this could just already work. Okay. So, forward and backwards is the wheel, and then this is that. Okay, so... If I spin this whole thing around, flip it, is it gonna work like I think it will? Probably not, but I'm just curious at this point, so... This is sick. Okay. So, right now, I can go in one of two directions, so I need to angle... I need to add an attachment onto these that let it shift in a different direction. So I want you to be left and right, and I want you to be... nope, not like that. Not W. You're gonna go... like this. And then I just have to copy-paste that everywhere, so give me 1 second. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong one. You, and you. You're going to be duplicated, move over just a tad bit, duplicate it again, move over just a tad bit. That's the wrong button. I need the blue, give me the blue, thank you, and one more time. This is a weird mechanic. So I need to map the wheels spinning away from that. We're just gonna set this to... My lack of arrow keys on my keyboard is starting to become a problem for this. Let's run... I guess Q and E for the spinning wheel? And then just another simple duplication. No, 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 no. Don't delete that one. That's not what I'm wanting from you. Okay, you here. And then duplicate it again. And then you go here. Grab all you guys. Same thing again. Okay, so now... You know what, actually, I think I might just run this as like an always-on thing. Automatic. 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 Here and here. So unfortunately... This isn't such a weird mechanic. Huh. The fact that I can make a thing work like this. I need like an arrow on the top of this thing. Tell me which way forward is. Alright, that'll be the forward indicator. So right is backwards right now. So I need to flip right and left for whatever they were. Who's right and left? You're right and left. And just flip all of them. Actually, these need to be forward and backwards. Damn. That sucks. I have to fix all of these now. Alright. So forward and backward for you. And then, same thing as always. Nope. I delete the first one like an idiot again. Duplicate you. And duplicate you. We'll see how this goes. So now... I've still got the bottom ones mapped incorrectly. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. You need to be different. Why can't you be different? Why can't you be better? Left and right. While these are forward and backwards. I'm getting real tired of duplicating all of these over and over and over and over. Duplicate. Come over. Duplicate. And come over. And another duplication, and that will work. Alright, now I just need to flip the forward and backwards ones, and I am solid. Omnidirectional thingamabob. I don't even know what the point of this is. This is just kind of neat to look at. Yeah, that's about it. All right. My viewer indications are telling me that everyone has gotten bored of this stream and is tired now. So, is anyone actually still watching? I see 4 people, and I know one of them is me, so that leaves only a count of 3 individuals. And if that is the case, I may end the stream earlier than I expected. It's been about 3 hours, which is, you know, it's not bad. This is legitimately just a test stream of things that I'm running, so... if anyone is still watching, I think I'm going to call it here. This has been a good technical test. I plan to do actual stuff tomorrow, maybe. We'll wait and see. But, alright, if anyone is still watching, I'll catch you all later. And that's going to be it for me. Goodbye.